Empire, Driving Empire, Driving Empire. Where do I even start, okay? There's so much that went wrong in today's update, in my opinion. We got a lot to go over. There's a lot wrong with it, though. But before we start doing that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I decided to pull up this house here to show all the issues with the update. But first off, I just want to point out, this stupid thing they added, this is one of the worst things ever. I get it, it's to reduce lag. I'm sorry if someone has a crappy mobile device, they could have a setting to turn this on. But for me, on a nice computer, I don't want this stupid thing. I don't want every time I turn my camera, my car to disappear. This ruins the vibe. It looks terrible, okay? That's the first thing I'm crashing out about. There's gonna be many more crash outs today because almost every car in this lineup, in this update, has had some sort of issue, okay? Let's start back here. This is the least problematic one, okay? The C06 What went wrong with this one they added it? Well, let's take a look. Corvette, okay. So, at first sight, it might seem like nothing's wrong. You know, they've just updated the model. Somehow, they've managed to make the quality worse when they've updated the model. I think they've done something a little wrong with the headlights. This isn't even the biggest complaint for me. This is just something I've seen a lot of people being annoyed about. The headlights are supposed to be orange right there. Let me show you. Yeah, I mean, in all the photos, it's looking orange to me from factory. I'm pretty sure from factory, it's supposed to be orange right there. But honestly, I don't mind it. It's just other people I've seen complaining about it. That's not the biggest problem for me. Next up, this car. What was the issue with this car in the update? Okay, well, first off, I have to point out another bug. Why every time you spawn a wide-body car in a house, does it make the fitment look stupid? Why? Look at this. Why does it do that? Why does it push the wheels in so much? Oh my, I just can't with this stupid loading thing. But look, why does it do that? Why are they in like 3 feet? Why does it do that? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you why it does that, but it does that. Anyways, the issue I was having with this one, I don't know if we can replicate it very easily, but let me just pull it up. If we look at my update video from the main channel here, you can see the issue, it starts happening here. My car starts flying when I'm modifying it. Why is it flying? It's flying up when I'm trying to modify it. Yo, that just drove me crazy when I was modifying it the whole video. It really ruined the vibe when I was customizing it. Oh my, can these stop deloading right in front of me? Wait, was that even this car? No, my bad. That was this one. Okay, this was the one that was flying. This one had a whole separate problem. Hold up, I can show you this one's problem now. Let me go here, in here, all right? So you might be thinking, okay, you could have a two-tone design. That's really cool. I want to do maybe blue and white, which is what I thought I wanted to do. Oh no, you don't want to do that, because this side you're forced to have black. I saw someone say, but it's carbon fiber. No, it's not. Look up close. That's just black paint there. Actually, it doesn't even have a texture. Like, the paint has texture that is not carbon fiber, no texture. It looks like crap. It looks like a cheap Alibaba body kit that you put some bolts in, straight off of Temu. From Temu onto your car in Driving Empire. They did not even bother to try to make it paint mesh. Why do they do this? I couldn't tell you. But it's probably because the people behind Driving Empire aren't really car guys, so they don't get it. They just don't get it, okay? That's the issue. They don't get it, yo. They don't get that. People don't want that right there in that stupid black color. We want to be able to change it. We want it to be paint matched. It'll be so much cleaner paint matched. There's not even an option anywhere to make that paint match. So that was the issue with that car. My bad. This was not the one that was flying for me. That was its similar looking one right here. This was the flying one. This one actually had no issues. I know it's not loading in front of me right now, but this one was the only car that I had 0 issues with in this update. Moving on. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is a really interesting issue I want to go to the dealership to look at, because tell me why. I get it, they don't know a lot about cars, but you should be able to think that the Grand Sport trim might be worth less than the ZR1 trim. If you did any research on Corvettes, you would know in real life these ZR1s are the highest trim of the Corvette. The Grand Sport is definitely not the highest trim, so tell me why. The same model, C7, the ZR1's 190K, but the Grand Sport is 375K. It's not a lot of money in game, but it just is the point. Why is the Grand Sport more money than the ZR1? That's so stupid. It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. And while we're in the dealership, let's see if they're still having the bug. Well, actually, I can't check on this account because I was able to get it, but they were having a bug with this car, okay? First off, classic C1 Corvette, 5.235 million. They're out of their minds. That's the first issue with this car. Let me look up the real price. We're looking up C1 Corvette pricing. Okay, let me just zoom in here. Average of about 115K. This is about 5 million or 5.1 million more than that. 5.1 million more. I mean, seriously, Driving Empire, are we just making up prices at this point? You just set it to whatever the vibes are? This one gives 5 million. This one's 300K. They're just setting prices off of vibes. And then the other thing is, you couldn't even buy the car in the dealership, okay? It wasn't working. Like, it literally wouldn't even let me purchase it in the dealership. The only way I was able to get it, I had to leave the dealership, come here to the shop, and let me get it through this thing. But the dealership was broken, okay? But that's not all the issues with that yet. There's still more issues. Not only was it an issue trying to buy that car, and not only is the price outrageous, but I was like, okay, finally, I got the car, I paid the ridiculous price, I was able to get it somehow after finally figuring out a secret way, and I'm like, I want a blue spec, okay, so we can make that blue. Rims, they actually got the attention to detail down on this one. They got this, you could change to blue, and I'm like, okay, this is becoming a vibe. Hold up, the interior, I decided, okay, I'll set that to white. Secondary, let's set that to blue. It's a vibe, and oh, vibe is killed. Why are the floors stuck in red? Did anybody test this update? Did no one think that you would want any other color besides red? Because now, if I want my beautiful blue spec, the stupid floors are stuck in red. Who decided, yeah, let's just leave them with red floors, you know? Screw the people who want a different color. You gotta make something that matches with these bright, very visible red floors that just stand out. I mean, I know you could try to ignore it. Like, from some angles it works. It's just, the point is, for trying to have the highest quality car game that's all about the little details, like if they're gonna bother to put all these little details in the engine, all these little details everywhere else, at least focus on the little details that are important, like the color of your carpets, which you actually see. Like, God. Okay, and that's not it, okay? Moving on. The final car from this update that we didn't get to yet. This one. This one, same issue with customization, but arguably worse. So let's just go here, set it to default. Okay, let's say you want to change the color. Now clearly this Corvette logo is matching the paint color here, right? But let's say, okay, I want to change it. Why is the Corvette logo staying yellow? That's weird. First weird thing I noticed is not changing with the paint, which it should be. But then I'm like, okay, what if I want to change these gray stripes? Nope, you're stuck with gray stripes. Let's say you want a color different than red. Too bad, you're stuck with red mirrors, red on the spoiler, and red on this banner on the windshield. So your specs are already just limited out the door there. You basically should just stick with stock because anything else doesn't really work. That's just the issue I'm having here. Like, why is there no customization? This is the same thing that was going on with those Porsches that I was crashing out a few weeks ago. I just don't get it. Why are we getting so limited on customization now? Like, it wasn't like this until fairly recently. I don't know why this is happening all of a sudden, but there's just so many little things like that in this update that triggered people. And that's not all. I keep looking to my left on the other monitor, seeing people crash out about more things they're finding out in this update. It's like nobody tests these updates. That's what I'm getting at here, I guess. It feels like nobody's testing out these updates. It's just little details that are so easy probably to fix, yet they still happen for some reason. But out of every car in this update, the only one that didn't really have a problem is this one's body kits, okay? So the best car, I guess, today is the new ZR1 C7. This one wasn't too bad, okay? I'll give it to it. It, like, low-key had some cool kits. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's what's up with Driving Empire's update today. That's what the issues are. Please, Driving Empire devs, try to do better. Test out your updates before you release them. I get it, Driving Empire is on a tight timeline every week, but also I know that they prepare updates a little bit in advance. So, I mean, surely there's a little bit of time somewhere to test it. Like, it only took me 30 minutes to find all these issues. So if I can find all this in 30 minutes, I'm sure the devs have 30 minutes to test this stuff out and get it patched, but hopefully they drop a bug fix soon on this update. I think it's going to be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here, use it, makes it like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.